TTech Gamer here, and I'm very excited to talk to you guys about my very first PC build for a customer. The customer basically had an old Alienware Aurora chassis. Now, he loved the chassis, I love it too. It's that lime, not lime, but candy apple green case. Very big, very bossy front end. We have a pop-open door here where the Alien light's on. There's some custom neons in here. We have a 1 CD drive, and this is a custom piece that I installed myself. It's basically from another computer. It's one of those micro SD card slots. So we had to do some framing for that, put it in there, no big deal. And I'm very excited about my first PC build here. Essentially what was in there was an old AMD board from 2006 that was running XP. And what we've done was we basically popped the hatch here, and I'll give you a show of what's going on in here. We have a custom NVIDIA GPU. We have an AMD quad-core processor. We have a 650 watt power supply. We have 4 gigs of ADATA SD RAM, and we have a 120 gig solid state hard drive, and we have a Western Digital green 1 terabyte hard drive, so that he can put all of his big files on there. Now, I know this doesn't look as clean as it possibly can. The customer wants to do a lot of upgrades. Basically, he's buying it for his son. He wants to have a nice little fun computer that he can store a lot of stuff on, and then do mild to middle gaming, and he wants to upgrade later on. So basically, a little bit about the motherboard is we have a mini ATX 760 GM P34FX board, and basically it has one PCI slot, one PCI Express slot, and one PCI Express slot here, which we're running a Wi-Fi card on, and the additional PCI slot is running a 7. It's a StarTech 7-in-1 USB controller, and the reason why we bought this one is because the customer wanted additional USB ports. So on the bottom, this is one of the only PCI Express cards that we could find that had an additional USB port, because the motherboard only carries 2 USB slots. So we had to find an additional one with a 9-pin male, which we did find. So we custom installed that. We custom installed a wireless N300 megabits per second wireless card, which is plenty all he's going to need for wireless. Plus the motherboard itself does have a 1 gigabyte Ethernet adapter installed onto it. Basically, the GPU is NVIDIA. It comes with 1 DVI and 1 HDMI port. And that's basically all about this motherboard. It runs pretty good. Whenever I did the Windows system verification, it came back with a 6.7 rating, which is not too bad. And like I said, he's got much more upgrades. He can always upgrade the CPU. He can always upgrade the GPU. He can always add, there's another DIMM slot here. This board will take 16 gigabytes of data. But pretty excited. And like I said, for a starter computer for his son, it's really not a bad deal. What he's going to end up doing is probably upgrading pieces here and there. I mean, there's 6 slots for hard drives in here, so you can add as many hard drives as he wants, maybe run them in RAID, and he can do all kinds of stuff. And this is the full ATX size case, so if he wanted to take the motherboard out and upgrade to a full ATX later, he has all that capability in the world. So very excited about my first build. If you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment bar down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully you'll get to see me again real soon with another fun and exciting video of another customer build for a PC, or maybe my own. Who knows? Have a good one.